Okay, everyone, let's begin here. So it's 3:05 already. So I know a lot of people still didn't join in yet, but let's begin here during the waiting time. We don't like to waste too much time for the waiting. So let's review what we learned from last week. All right, first topic. So this is the third week. I think we will finalize how many people in our class. I know some of people already learn a lot of work advanced, so they find out what are we learning a little bit easy for them. So they put it to the next class. They go to the Algebra 2. All right, so it's okay because of different people at different level. But we still have about 11 people in our class, 11 or 12 people in our class. All right. So firstly, just like I say, the first 2 weeks, I mostly focus on introducing the basic knowledge, what we need for the Algebra 1. All right. So first class, I introducing the very basic as what's the knowledge for the Algebra 1, including all the numbers calculation, about absolute, about compared numbers, and find their common factors, least graded multi-time called LCD, least common multiplication or LCM as well. And also the calculation sequence, operation sequence. And last week, we began introducing the equation. All right, so this, I think I like to use the week 2 homework to review last week what are we talking, especially the equation part. Okay, so actually last week, the very basic equation, so A is something like A equals B. The very basic rule here is, suppose this is equation A equals B, right? So when both sides can add both the same number, they didn't change the equation, right? The equation still keep its works. And then both sides minus a number, they both works. The first rule, just call both sides plus minus rule. Second one, when equation was formed, the both sides can time a same number, say D. This D is not equal 0 situation. The both sides still works. And both sides can divide the same number. The number is not equal 0. The equation still works. Right? That's the property of the equation. All right. So we give a lot of examples. Excuse me. Examples. Okay. So we used a lot of examples to all the equations to find the solutions. Use these two properties. All right. First, let's see example here. Not example, actually one here. So you can see when these kinds of equation, we need to find solution A equals something, right? The final objective is find A equals something. You can see the A is the unknown, is the variable. Sometimes use the X, sometimes use the letters X or A to represent the unknown things here. In this equation, the final objective we try and find out is X equals something or A equals something, right? So we need to proper transform here. So what do we need to do here? We need to transform, right? Make all the variable in one side to do some proper transform. Use these examples. So what proper transform? We try to make the A equal something. So you can finally notice the coefficient in front of here is 1, right? So what are we in kinds of transformation we should do? Let's go to the homework. I know this is one a little bit complicated, some a little bit easier for in the format we introducing from the basic part to this complicated part. I will transfer to the homework part. Hopefully everyone finish your homework because of this homework is so easy for you guys, right? Should be very easy. So fill this one. So just like we say, so when we find the solution here, like 1, both sides -7, right? Both sides -7. Why would -7? We just make 7 disappear here, right? right here. We're not minus 3, we're not minus 5, we're minus 7. It's make this 0. Why? Can you keep quietly? All right. So both sides, you can see this is an equation. Both sides minus 7. So you can quickly got x equal 3, right? So some of these kinds of same thing, minus 14 in this equation 2. So make this part became 0, right? So both sides minus the same number, the equation still works. So after reorganize, you can see x equal 11, right? The both sides for this part, you can see number 3 here, both sides plus 2, both sides plus 2. So you can get x equal -2, right? So make this became 0. So the left part only left the x, the right part became what? Becomes -2, right? And in list number 4, both sides plus 9, right? So x equal 10. It's a very easy one, all right? So for the number 5, both sides plus 5. You can see the right side, only t left, right? Plus 5. So you can see is positive 3 equal t, right? The objective is the same. See the number 6, both sides minus 3. So left is -12, the right side is only x, right? Okay, let me clear screen. So see number 7, both sides plus a minus 8.6. So for the decimal, they are the same, right? Decimal. So r, left part only equal r. This part became 0, right? So right part you can became positive 0.5, right? Right. Number 8, you can see this part, both sides at least numbers opposite. So you can make this part become 0, right? Both sides do the same. So you can t equals, this equals what? Equals 4. This is a minus 2, 2.4, right? So quickly get out there. For the fractions, do the same. Let me clean, not try to clean the screen. Please check your homework. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask questions during the meantime. All right. Number 9, for the fractions, the same. So you can minus this is fraction negative. Here is 1/3, right? Minus 1/3. All right. So you can see here, left part is 12/9 minus 4, right? Right part here became 0. So f, left is f, right? So actually here is equals 5/12, right? For the fraction, the same here. Both sides minus 1/6, right? So here it became 0. So you can see the left part, the right part equals c, right? The left part equal 24. 24 here is 9/-4, right? So equals what? 5/24, right? You can see earlier from this above is very easy. You can see the whole numbers. You can see the decimals. You see the fractions. From 11 to 12 or 14, a little bit different than earlier. You can see the variable actually happened in the both sides, right? So you can see right now what do we mention? Say a plus c and b plus c. This c, you can see right now can be whole number, right? They can be fraction. They can be decimals. They also can be expressions. All right, expression. What is expression? Something like this one. Something like 11. Let me write down here. 11, write down here. So you can see both sides. We can do both sides minus 5b. Right? This is an expression. This is not a whole number. This is not a fraction. This is not decimal. This is an expression. We call algebra expression. All right, so 5b minus 5b, this one became 0. Okay, right? So the left is 0.7, the right part equal b. So you can got this one, right? 6b minus 5b got a 1b equal. Okay, so you can see this one. This is the expression. The same for the night curve, minus 9x. Why? Keep quiet. Thank you. All right, so you can see minus 9x. So make this part became 0. So the left part became 5.5, right part became x, right? Okay. Let's see a little bit more different answers about 13 here. 13 here. So 7x minus 3 equals 6x. We can minus 6x first. Both sides minus the same thing, right? This is also expression. And both sides plus 3. So what's left behind for the left? The left here is became 0, right? 7x minus 6x, left is x. The right part here became 0, 3. So x equals 3. So you can see the expression can be longer expression. The objective is try to make the variable in one side, right? In one side. All right, let's see 14, number 14 here. Both sides minus 18x, both sides minus 18x. So what's left behind? The left part is negative 9 because of here is 0, right? The right part is x. So you find a solution. Actually, this can rewrite. We put an x on the left or right, left. We just switch left and right. Both works, right? So negative 9 equal x. We can switch left and right. So got x equal negative 9. Just like a equal b, we can switch back. So b equal a. This is just the same, called switch, right? Doesn't matter which one put left, which one put right. But you need to put a whole the right part to the left, hold the left part to the right. So this one called switch, doesn't matter, right? Okay. All right, let's move more homework part. The next page. Did you guys have any questions? No, I didn't hear anyone. Just unmute yourself, ask anytime if you have any questions, okay? All right, so we move a little bit more complicated kinds of equation. It's just like we say, some of the equation is, right now we're not limited in the two early station, very easy one. Right now we goes to algebra one. I think the previous homework part belongs to a pre-algebra. If you go to Jessica's class, definitely you should learn the part maybe early. You feel the homework is easy. And right now, go to the algebra one, we move the more complicated cases. That's actually what we're teaching, right? So more complicated cases, but we still use the same rule and methods we learned. All right, so but we need more information, more transform steps. Okay, let's see the 38 example here, homework here. All right, so you can see right now we do transform. What do we need to do? First step, with both sides, what do we need to do is get rid of the decimal denominator here, okay? So both sides times 3, both sides do the same thing. You can see both sides times 3. You can see this is a whole expression times 3, all right? Whole expression times 3. Both sides times the same number is not 0. So everything should be the same, right? So what do we need to find out? First step, we'll cross this out, right? Okay, so it's go change to 4, 5, right? All right, so we do a little bit further transform. So which is distributed inside, here became 24W equal negative 3W, right? All right, so both sides, we try to move all variable expression terms to one side. Let's move this one to the right side. So with both sides actually plus 4W. right? So here it became 0. Okay, so left side it became 20, right side it became W. So actually, this is the final solution. How many steps we did? 1, 2, 3, right? We only need 3 steps, final solutions. Right? Okay, so you can see this one actually you can rewrite and say W equal 20. Okay. So most of time, I hopefully you guys can do a check. Check means for the left part, what about right part looks like? What about left? Left is 4, 5 minus 20. W is 20, right? We put a W back in over 3. So what this equals to? So you can see 4 times 15, right? Negative 15 over 3. So here we factor out, here became negative 5. So here got negative 20, right? What about right part? Right part is negative W. W is 20, so negative 20. So they are match up, right? They are equation, they're equal to each other. So you need to check this one. Especially for very complicated cases, you need to check the answer if the answer is correct or not. All right, let's see 39. 39. Let me write here. Let me use different color. Maybe you guys can figure out what's 39. 39. So let's do proper transform in the first step. So this negative 3 distributed inside, right? Called distribute methods. Did you guys still remember distribute methods? So A times B plus C. So this have parentheses. How we get away the parentheses? We distribute, right? So equal AB plus AC. Each of them need to multiply A. You got this one. It's called distributing methods. All right. So firstly, distribute inside. So negative 6t, right? Plus 15 plus 2t equal 5t over 4. So next step, we need to put all irreducible in the first step. Okay. So we minus 5t. Yeah, minus 5t. Both sides minus 5t. So you can see this one, and this term, 3 terms can be combined. Negative 6t, 2t, negative 5t. So you got a negative 9t, right? Both sides minus 15, make this became 0. Make minus 15. Here is 0 because of that move left, right? So right part equals what? Negative 19, right? So both sides divide the same number. What is the same number? Negative 9. We make this, try to make this coefficient of t became 1. Both sides divide the same number, right? Divide the negative 9. So you can get a t equal 19 over 9. Right? This is a final answer, final solutions. Final solutions. Okay. Any questions? Is it clear? Is it what I'm explanation is clear, everyone? Yes? No? Make some noise, please. I don't like you, everyone unmute. I really like you guys correct me. Sometimes I also can make a mistake, to be honest. I'm not always correct. Please correct me. I thank you sometimes when I make a mistake, correct me, all right? I'm not always very focused as you expect. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. 40. Move on 40. All right. Let me clear screen a little bit. You can print screen if you really like it. Okay. So let's move to 40. So what do we do? First step, we distribute it inside. All right. 4a plus 7 minus 5a equal 10 plus a, right? So We both move this negative, move this a to the left part, minus a, so make this disappear, right? Right side have minus 7, so make this disappear, right? So what left in the left part? Negative 10a, right? Negative 4, negative 5, negative 1. So to get a negative 10a. The right part is equal 3. So both sides divide 10. Both sides divide negative 10 actually. So a equals negative 3 over 10. Right? It's easy. Three step. Okay. So I will talk a little bit quicker since we are spending a good explanation. So the rest, I believe, is most of the same. All right. So C41. Distributing inside first 5y plus 2y. So here distribute inside, right? So okay. Minus 12. The right side you need to distribute inside as well. All right. So what we need to do is make the all four y on the left part, or make the numbers to the right part. Right. So here it became 0. Here it became 0. Okay. So we organize them. What's left? 7 minus 4. So left is 3y. Right. Right part here is positive 2. It became 14. So both sides divide 3. Both sides divide 3. So equal 14 over 3. Right? Okay. Let's see 42. 42. The same. We need to get rid of the parentheses first. Okay. So got a 9x plus 3x minus 12. Right? The right part. 4y plus 4 minus 2, right? So our objective is move all the unknown part on the left, minus 4y. I'm sorry. I actually write the right part is wrong, right? Did you notice that? Actually, right part is right here. I copied it here. Actually, right part equals what? 10x minus 50, right? Plus 7. Okay. So both sides move all the unknowns to the left, minus 10. So we make this one became 0. Both sides plus 12, right? So this part became 0. We reorganize them. So here is 12x minus 10x equal 2x, right? So what about right part? Right part here is what? Here is negative 19 minus 50. So got 31, right? So x equal negative 31 over 2. Both sides divide 2, right? Both sides divide 2. So that's the answer. That's the solution. So for the containing parentheses and also have the variable as the both sides, you know that we first need to get rid of the parentheses. So you need a distributing methods, right? If both sides have variables, you need to move the variable terms all in the one side, move all the numbers to the right side, so you can get a solution. So all 3 steps, you can see all my solutions are 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, right? First is get rid of parentheses. Second, reorganize them. Third one, divide the coefficient to get the solutions. All right. Okay. Any questions? Anyone have questions? Please feel to ask. Don't hesitate to ask if you have questions. All right. I really hope you guys can ask questions whenever you have. All right. All right. Let's move on 43. So 43 situation actually more complicated than earlier. Currently they have both have the numerator and denominator, just fraction, rational expression. In rational expression, you guys definitely know this one, right? Already. If A over B equals C over D, you can use the cross methods. What the cross method come from? Actually come from both sides times B, D. This is called minimum least common denominator, right? B, D. So B cross out, D cross out. So you can got AD. AD is come from here, equals CB, all right? This is come from called cross product is equal to other. AD equal BC, right? Same here. So you can use a cross methods. Actually, both sides times 6, right? Both sides times 6. So here equal 3, here equal 2, right? The cross method. So 3 you move here, 2 move here, right? So you got 9x minus 5 equal 4x plus 5, right? We transform this one. So right now we distribute inside 9x minus 45 equal 4x plus 20. All right. So right now we move all the variable to the left, move all the numbers to the right. So this part became 0 and this part became 0, right? So reorganize, became 5x equal 65, right? So both sides divide 5, so x equals 13. Right? 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. See, we only use 3 steps. And finally, to get the solutions. Right? All right, let's see 44 here. So same, use the cross methods. Or you say times 4, both sides times 4. So here is cross out, here you got a 2, right? So we can rewrite it here, say it's 5x minus 1 equals what? Equals 6, right? 3 times 2 got 6x plus 1, right? So we get rid of parentheses right now. 5x minus 5 equals 6x plus 6. All right, so right now we get rid of move all the unvariable in the left part. All right, move all the numbers to the right part. So here became 0, here became 0. So negative x equal 11, right? X got a negative 11. Both sides divide negative 1. So you got this final solution. Okay, so it's much easier, right? It's much easier. Everyone feel it's easy? I know you guys maybe this, oh, this is so easy. Why you will still teach this one? We need a step by step, all right? I know a lot of people maybe learned this before already. I hopefully make sure everyone at the same step, especially some kids, I thought still in the 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, some of you guys. So hopefully everyone at the same page to move the same step. Okay, let me clear this one. So we go to the 45. 45 now. Okay, so this one is decimal relatively easy, right? So 0.7, both sides plus 2.3. All right, so make this disappear. So right side became 2.8. And right now both sides divide 0.7, right? So left one became x, here cross out, and right part is 2.8 over 0.7, got a 4, right? That's the easy one. 46. So move this both sides plus 4.1. So here became 0. So we got this 0.9 equal 4.5, right? Both sides divide 0.9. So here cross out. So x equal 5. That's the solution. 46. All right. So we find. So every homework have their representative. please finish them. All right. If you wrong, correct them, mark a note, and do that in your own notebook one more time. Okay. All right. So let me clean the screen. 47. Let's move to 47. 47. So more complicated case, right? Let me write here. So both sides, firstly, we get rid of the parentheses first. All right. So right side distributed inside, 2 distributed inside, 2x plus 2, right? The rest copy down. So we move everything to the every writable part to the left. Actually, it's minus 2x, minus 3x, it's minus 5x, right? Minus 5x. Both sides plus 5, plus 5. So you can see what is happening. Here became 0, here became 0, here became 0. Do you see that? What's going on? 0 equal, what about right side? Right side equals 0, right? 0 equals 0. Where's the x go? Where x go? X disappear, right? Because of 5x, 5. So it means this equation, and x can be any number. X can be any number. That's a lot of solutions. Earlier, we find the solutions is only one solution, something like x equal 5 in this x equal 4 here, only one solution. But in this equation, you can see what's special here. Any numbers, they can be any numbers. Any situation can make this equation make sense, right? Any numbers. So here is all variable from negative infinity to positive infinity. So we didn't talk this one in the classes, right? So this equation means have a lot of solutions. We write any numbers from negative infinity to positive infinity. This infinity actually is the line down 8, right? We say from the negative infinity to positive infinity. We can call all real numbers. Real numbers, okay? All real numbers. All right, let's see 48. Hey, Max, what's your question?
Can we write that as undefined?
X, not undefined is different. Let's see 48. You can see maybe this situation is undefined. It means no solution. Undefined means most of the time when undefined means something like what? In a fraction, if the denominator is 0 in a fraction, its denominator became 0. This is undefined situation. All right, this is undefined situation. For this one, it's not. 47 is any numbers. It means infinity numbers. There's a lot of solutions. Let's see 48. 48 is totally different situation from this one. So you can see, let's see what's going on here. Firstly, we get rid of the parentheses. So distributed inside, we got 6x minus 3 plus 5. What about right part? Is 6x plus 2. So 6x plus 2, 6x plus 2, right? So it means x also any numbers. Any numbers, right? The same from the negative infinity to positive infinity. Let's see 49. 49. 49. 49. Distributed inside is an plus 4. And what about right part? 18n plus 9 plus 1. Right? So both sides, the minus 18n, okay, minus 4, minus 4. So here became 0, here became 0, right? So we organize, here became negative 10n, right? What about right part? 10 minus 6, got 6, 10 minus 4, got 6. So n got negative 3 over 5, right? 6 over both sides minus negative 10. Not divided negative 10. So you got n is negative 3 over 5. All right, let's move on 50. Distributed inside as well. So you got the 16y plus 8 equals 2 plus 12y plus 8, right? I'm writing is not so good here. I try to write a little separate, so make sure everyone can understand. So here is minus 12y, so make this disappear, right? Both sides minus 8, so please disappear. All right, reorganize. Left part is became 4y, right? So 4y. What about right part? Right part equals 2. So y equal half, right? Y equal 5. Both sides divide 4, so equal half. All right, let's see the last one. 50. Not last one. Let's still have several left. Let me clean the screen again. Let's see 50. Oh no, we still have a lot left. I need to talk a little bit quicker, right? Some of them is the same. Most of them is the same. Let's see 50. Distributing inside us first. So it's 16y plus 8, right? 2 plus 12y plus 8. So y equal half. Right now we're just talking about this one. Okay, let's move to 51. 51. So in fraction situation, actually use the same rule, right? So both sides minus 4/4 x minus 4/4 x. All right, so left part, both sides minus 5/4. Okay, so what do you find here? Actually, you can see this part is disappeared, right? And this fraction also disappeared. They became 0. So left part became 1/4 x. What about right part became negative 5/4. So you can see, what do we do next? Both sides times 4. So here became coefficient here became 1, right? Coefficient here became 1. So became x. The right part that became negative 5. So x equal negative 5 here, right? Okay, so this here is the same mechanic, same process. So I will leave it alone. I skip this part. We don't need to talk. All of them is pretty close. I should be sending out the answers to you guys a little bit later. So make sure I can check it. Sounds good? Sounds good. So for homework part, I think we can stop here because of all the rest is take exactly the same situation. So first, if they have parentheses, let's summarize here. Firstly, if they are parentheses, if they have the parentheses in the expression, we need to get rid of this part first, right? Second part, we need to combine all the variables together in the one side. Most time we can move into the left side, right? Combine all the unvariable and non-variable kinds of terms in the right part, okay? Put all the variable in the left side, put the non-number part in the right part. So finally get the solution. Combine the variable part and combine the non-number part. So you got the numbers right here. So you get the solutions out of the expression. So that's the homework for the equation part. Okay. So let's take a 5 minutes break. So we go to our today's new topic. Sounds good? So let's come back 5:50. 5 minutes break.